How's it going?
Right.
Yeah, not too bad, thanks. Ready for today?
Yeah, even though it's mad cold.
It's not that cold.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
God.
from Africa, bro.
Huh?
I'm from Africa, bro.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. How's your ankles?
Oh, bro. Alright.
What? There he is. Nice and early. How's it going?
No cameras, no cameras. I do want to talk on the pitch.
You trying to concentrate? God, we're in trouble.
Big game today, you know, I'm telling you now, Hugo. I've been waiting to play my friends for ages.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good occasion for both teams. I do think we're the stronger side.
You cold?
No. Just habit.
Habit.
Good habit.
I never seen you have one good habit.
What Dammy doesn't have.
Way!
Yeah, what's good?
Woo!
Man's got Drake.
Are they studs? Let me see the studs. Let me see the
no
studs.
slipping today, cuz.
No way. No way. Did I again?
Shit, yeah?
What?
Mad.
How much love have you received after last week's shot?
Plenty. Another one coming this week, hopefully.
Please don't do anything stupid.
I won't. Get past halfway line, take the shot.
From literally as you
Anywhere.
got anyway.
That's the form I'm in right now.
Oh, 49 yards. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Sunday League Football with ourselves, Sporting Continental. Big game today. Today we take on West Norwood FC, the only other football team in our division that are currently unbeaten, apart from ourselves of course. So as the saying goes, someone's O has got to go, unless of course it's a draw. And as ever, if you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, give us a like, leave a comment down below. Subscribing is free, it's not going to cost you a thing, but it means the world to us, so just click that subscribe button. Before we get into the starting lineup, I want to give a massive shout out to one of our new sponsors, is the Kilkenny's just outside South Wimbledon Station. So let's quickly run through today's starting lineup. In goal as ever, we've got number 1 is Crazy Ray Banks. Back 4 we've got VJ on the right, Terry on the left, and Hugo and Juppy are our centre halves. In the middle of the park we've got Lewis, we've got Aiden, and we've got Wale. Front 3 for today, we've got Darren on the right, Sammy on the left, and Sir Dan through the middle. We do have 3 subs today. We've got 2 Dammies. We've got Dami Amusu wearing 15, Dami Oyatan wearing 14, and we've got Uncle Paps Decore wearing number 2. And the gaffer, as always, the Badger. So, it will be Norwood to get the game underway. Referee just doing his final checks, checking if the keepers are ready. Never sure Ray is ready, to be honest, but game's underway. Is West Norwood kicking off, kicking from left to right. We're shooting from right to left of the screen. So what can we tell you about West Norwood? West Norwood have won their last 2 league games. As I said earlier on, they're currently unbeaten. They have drawn 1 game. Their last league game, I believe they beat Lennox by 3-2 away at Lennox, and Lennox are a very good team. They also boast the best defensive record in the league. I believe they've only conceded 5 goals all season. So we know today is going to be a battle. So very early on there, you can see a bit of our game plan. Squeeze high, and Terry's winning the ball up the pitch, puts it into the box to Sammy. But Sammy wants to wait until Jesus' return to make a decision on what to do. I'm a grown man, I can tackle too. West Norwood coming forward here, and Aiden wins the ball cleanly, but the ref gives a free kick. Let's have a look from another angle. There's a competition between Juppy and Lewis, but neither of them want to close them. So it's a corner taken by Lewis, headed out by the defence only as far as Wale. Ball goes for his leg, but Sammy is there, plays it back to Lewis. Lewis slices one in the air, goes to the edge of the box. Hugo puts it back in the area and is headed out again as far as Lewis on the volley. That looked very close from this angle. Let's look at it from the other side. Norwood coming forward with number 14. He gets fouled, number 9 with a shot. And it's a good save by Ray. May have been going wide, but you never know. Better safe than sorry. Ball in the middle of the park. Played out wide to Darren. Darren with space to turn. He drives forward. Plays it to Dan. Dan takes a touch. Also turns. Faces the goal. Plays it to Wale. Wale's trying to get it under control. It's all a little bit scrappy, but it falls to Aiden. He has a shot. And that's over the bar. So 23 minutes in, there's not been much in terms of goal action until now. Dan's hitting the bar there. I think the keeper might have tipped it onto the bar. Maybe he got his fingertips onto it. And there you see a terrible touch by VJ. Dan will be kicking himself that he didn't put that into the back of the net. Let's look at it from the other angle. And here we see Sammy. I'm not sure if that was a shot or if it was a cross, but it falls to Dan. And Dan should be hitting the back of the net with that one. What about that for a touch by VJ? And Dammy is buzzing. And here you see VJ driving forward. He's clearly disgusted with himself for the touch he took earlier on. Coming forward, plays it in behind the defense to Darren. Darren's in behind here, plays it into the box, but it's cleared out by the Norwood defender. Only as far as Lewis on the edge of the box, 25 yards out, has a shot, but that's never going to trouble the keeper. It's another corner for us. It'll be Darren to take it this time. He swings it into the box, and it's Lewis with a free header. His eyebrows get in the way. It comes off his shoulder, and he's missed the target. It's a great chance to go 1-0 up there. Now, one thing Norwood have done well today is they've reduced us to taking shots from 25, 30 yards out. And I'm sure if you ask them, they'll take that for the rest of the game. Ball in the middle of the park with Lewis in the air. He plays it out to Dan. Dan brings it under control. Travels inside. I'm not sure if that's a foul or not, but the referee plays on. Aiden plays it to Sammy. Sammy rolls it. Plays it to Lewis. It's a good chance here. He has a shot and it's saved by the keeper. Falls to Wale. But he's put it wide and Dan turns in disgust. Should have probably put that across the box. Let's have a look at it from this angle. It's a good roll by Sammy. Shot should have been better from Lewis. And wow, I don't even know what to say to Wale about that one, to be fair. So here's Norwood, skipper on the ball, plays it into the middle of the park, and Lewis intercepts a pass here. Shows a little quick turn of pace. He hasn't had that since he was 18. He plays it through to Dan on goal, and it's 1-0, and we've broken the deadlock. It's brilliant play by Lewis. Intercepted the pass, drove forward, found the gap, and threaded it through to Dan. And Dan makes no mistake this time, plays it past the keeper into the back of the net, and we go 1-0 up. And that's Dan's 17th goal of the season. You can hear the sideline there saying it took us ages to score, but the man with the best hair on the pitch puts it into the back of the net. No mistake this time. So 5 minutes till half time. It's Terry on the ball. He plays it in behind the defense to Dan. I know this Norwood defender. His name is Spencer, and he needs to close them. Dan with the cheeky nutmeg looks inside. Tries to give the keeper the eyes, goes near post, but the keeper saves it and it's a corner. Half a minute to go in the half, and for some reason Terry was on the floor there, but there you see Lewis again winning another tackle, playing it forward to Sammy. Sammy forward to Dan. Wale's on the other side for the overlap. He plays it to Wale. Wale rides a challenge by the number 8, makes himself a yard, has a shot, and that's just wide. So it's a quick free kick taken from Hugo to Sammy, unmarked over this left-hand side. He's got time. He puts the ball into the box, and it's Wale with a header. But that's poor, and the keeper will pick it up. He will throw it out to number 7 on this near side. He does a dummy, and he miscontrols the ball, and it's Lewis there. They go for a 50-50. The ball ends up with Terry. Terry plays it back to Ray, and the referee will blow the halftime whistle.
Everything's a bit too narrow once you receive the ball. You need to know what's happening on either side of you, because we keep on going down the same way sometimes, all the time. It's not working out. Defensively, not terrible. Few mistakes in there. That should not be happening. Period. But going forward, we're getting to the middle of the pitch, or the balls are going too wide, or we're not taking our men on properly. There's just so many things that are so simple that we're not doing. It's for a reason. So you have to listen to what your teammates are saying, because they're seeing it happen around you. The passage of play for the goal is brilliant, and then the last 5 minutes is great. But why can't I have that for 45, please? We need to start the way we just finished. We're going to start the first 10 minutes slow, because that's what we always do, but please, I don't want that to happen. You need to start, and you need to get the first goal straight away. Straight away, because if it stays like last week, they got more quality than last week.
We've controlled that half on the ball. Everything that they've had one shot that was going wide, but Ray saved it. But that being said, we give ourselves a lot of stick, and we come out like as if someone's died and everything like that, because we're better than we're actually playing. And if anyone can come in here and say that going forward that was good enough for the whole half, you're kidding yourselves and you're kidding your teammates, because it wasn't. We know it wasn't. We're making wrong decisions. For the first 20-25 minutes in midfield, not midfielders just, in midfield we're taking too many touches. Or maybe it's taking us 2-3 touches to get the ball under control. We need to sort our feet out. They're going to come out swinging this half, because they have to. That being said, gaps should appear for us to explore.
In them channels. Yeah.
So as the second half is about to get underway, the message is simple: move the ball quicker and be a little bit smarter when we've got the ball in and around their area. The ball's played out here to Darren by the Norwood right back, I believe. Is a misplaced pass, falls to Dan. Dan cuts inside, goes past one player there, number 4, has a shot. And that looked very close from this side. Let's see from here. It's a mistake from the right back. It's good feet by Dan, and he has a shot, and that is very, very close. So it's number 14 on the ball. He has a look at Hugo's hairline, decides not to go anywhere near it, plays it inside, intercepted by Lewis, but he holds on to it for too long and is picked up by Norwood. Number 12 here has a shot. It's very, very poor. So 54 minutes and we've made our first substitution. Sammy coming off and Uncle Paps is coming on. It's a free kick to Sporting and it's Hugo to take it. He gets it over the wall, but it's straight down the middle. Norwood number 11 with a clearance only as far as Aiden. Aiden intercepts it, heads it forward to Dan. Darren making a run in behind. Dan finds him. Wale over the far side to support. He's stretching for it and he's put it over the bar. That's another good chance gone to extend our lead. Let's look at it from this angle. It's a good ball by Dan, finding Darren. Darren finds Wale. Wale stretching for it, to be fair, but it's a good opportunity wasted. I'm going to call this graphic kick an uncle. Let's see how many times Paps gets fouled since coming on. And it's Dan to step up and take it. Has a shot, keeper nowhere to be seen, but it's cleared off the line by the Norwood defender. It was a good kick by Dan, but the defender was there to stop him from getting his second of the game. Norwood here on the left-hand side with a chance to counter-attack. They're coming forward, but Hugo stops it. The second half has been all us so far, and Darren takes a free kick into the box and is challenged by Wale, flicked on by Aiden, and Jappi bottles it massively. Jappi got some stick for bottling the earlier opportunity, but there you see he shows quick feet initially to get away, but then turns into trouble, gets tackled by the striker. It's number 10 on the ball. There's a little shimmy past Terry, plays it forward to number 14, forced wide, has a shot, but that won't trouble Ray. Norwood coming forward, Hugo intercepts it, heads it to Jappi. Jappi heads it forward to Aiden. It's a little bit scrappy there. Lewis stretching to Wale. Wale to Lewis. Lewis brings it back under control. Plays it to VJ. VJ plays it forward to Darren. Takes a heavy touch. Dan does well here to cut off the angle. In one place the defender can go now, but Darren's there waiting. Darren wins the ball. Diving into the box. Support by Dan. Dan has a shot, but he doesn't get the connection that he wanted to get on it. And here you see Uncle Paps on the ball, getting pushed there, and it's a foul. Foul number 2 for the day. Darren's been begging to take a free kick, and something tells me he's going to be taking them a lot more often after that one. Let's look at it from this side. It's a good shot by Darren and it clips the crossbar, and he won't get any closer than that today. It's a brilliant strike. So it's a goal kick to Norwood here. It'll be taken by the defender, taken long. Terrible attempt of a header by Aiden. Lewis's eyebrows are in the way of his eyes again. Oh, he forgot what team he's playing for. Heads it through to number 13. Jappi does well to force him wide and then slow him down. He has a shot, but it's easy enough for Ray to deal with. Now this is when it starts to get silly. All I'm saying is Aiden is very, very lucky that the referee was looking at the wrong way, talking to the other player when he did this. Aiden's a very, very lucky boy. Before all that happened, we did make a change. Dami came on and Darren came off. Here you see Wale on the ball, allowed to turn. Fakes to go one way, comes the other, plays it down the line to Dami. Good hold up play there by Dami. He comes inside, plays a 1-2 with the defender. Falls to Uncle Paps. Kick an uncle time. Now, a bunch of mistakes in this. Midfielder allowed to turn. Jappi too high. Terry, no idea where his man is. Hugo gives away a pen. As you can see there, the ref waited about 5 seconds before awarding the pen. We obviously think it's soft, but let us know down below in the comments what you think. So number 11 for Norwood to take it. Ray goes the right way, gets a hand to it, but his crisp packet wrists sends the ball into the back of the net. I'm not even sure how he managed that one, to be fair. He went the right way, got a hand to it, and it somehow ended up on the opposite side inside the net. There's a bit of afters here. I'm not really too sure what's happened. I just see the Norwood player throwing the ball at Ray. And to be honest, Ray felt like a sack of and has been fined by the club for that terrible impression of Tom Daly. So 1-1, and it's Norwood coming forward. 14 plays it to number 12. Number 12 sends it into the box. It's good goalkeeping by Ray. He picks it up. He's going to lump this down the field. Looking for Dan. The Norwood defender comes to heads it, gets caught under it, allows Dan inside. Dan takes a good touch forward. Spencer forces him wide, does very well there across the goal, and he's missed the target. Good opportunity to retake the lead. The defender does well here if you have a look. To be fair, at the last minute, forces him wider than he would have probably liked to go. Has a shot across goal. We still expect him to hit the target from there, and so does he. To be fair, he'll be kicking himself after that one. There's Wale over the far side. Harlem shaking, getting away from the defender. Gets the ball into the box to Dami. Dami makes himself half a yard, has a shot, and the keeper puts it out for a corner. West Norwood skipper on the ball here. Plays it long, trying to play in behind VJ. VJ deals with it. Juppy helps him out. Now check the turn of pace by Paps. Incredible. But you know what time it is. It's kick and uncle time. Fantastic turn of pace there by Uncle Paps. Headed forward by Dan. Paps is nowhere to be seen. All of a sudden there, he goes past everyone. Gets a touch there. Number 11 cleans him out. Claims he touched the ball. He went through Paps to touch the ball, if he even touched the ball at all. Definite free kick. He's going to get a yellow card for his troubles, and that's £10 to London FA. So it's Lewis standing over the free kick. He's going to send this one into the box. But it goes straight over the bar. It's a goal kick by Norwood, and it's taken but only as far as VJ. VJ takes a better touch than he did in the first half. Plays it down the line to Paps. Paps will size up the defender, and he will play this back to VJ if I remember correctly. And VJ plays it back to him. And it's Spencer coming across there. Paps just flicks it around him. And he puts this into the box, and it's Lewis with a flying header. But he can't connect with it properly, and it's a good cross by Paps. Paps has been in the wars today. But it's that time again. It's kick and uncle time. And it's Dami on the ball as we look for the winner very late on here. Dan tries to find Dami. Dami does well to win it back. It's a brilliant back heel. Finds Dan. Dan has a shot. And he's missed the target yet again. It's just not fallen for him today. 95 on the clock. That could have been the winner there and then. Look how close this was. Superb back heel by Dami. Found Dan. Keeper rooted to the spot, but he's put it wide. 97 minutes in. Yes, 97. Uncle Paps with the corner. Dami with a header. Cleared from in front of the goalkeeper. Now, apart from his weak wrists for the penalty, Ray has made no mistakes today. Even his kicking has been alright. It was never going to last. Ray does something, I can't call that kicking, but he gives it straight to Norwood, but they waste the opportunity. Goes to Terry. Terry goes long. It's a terrible ball. Intercepted. Number 13 in space here. Plays a through ball. He's clearly offside there, but the liner doesn't put his flag up. It's a chance for Norwood to win it here, and Ray makes the save. It was right at him. We'll have a replay here in a second, but he's had to make the save. But first, let's look at the things that entertain us. But after that blasphemous kick, Ray forced into a save. Norwood with a chance there to win it very late on. And Ray doesn't even celebrate it because he knows he's going to get stick for the kick. 98 minutes on the clock. Hugo looks up. He finds Paps. Paps gets it under control. Two defenders coming towards him. He rides one challenge. Ricochets off him for the next. Still gets away with the ball. And it's kick and uncle time.
He's gone. He's gone.
Now you can see there the ref looking at his watch, and I genuinely believe that he's looking to see if it's worth sending him off or not. Fair play. Nobody wants a ban. Nobody wants to pay £30 to the London FA. I watch a lot of SC Don's videos. My favourite line is the one where he goes, "Some things just don't need commentary." Two absolutely contrasting scenes there in football. Elation on one side, despair on the other. Heartbreak there for Norwood, joy and relief for us. Dan had many a chance during the game, but he's chosen the 99th minute to make his mark count. And we're going to go on to win this game. And there you hear the referee blowing the final whistle. And we just about managed to win our 7th game in the league and inflict West Norwood's first L of the season. But I want to give them a massive shout out. They came today, they made it very difficult for us. It was gritty, it was dirty, and it wasn't pretty. However, we come away with the 3 points. And just before we have a quick look at the league table, I want to say again a massive shout out to our new sponsors, the Kilkenny's Pub, just outside South Wimbledon Station. If you're around the area, go there, tell them we sent you. They'll look after you very, very well. And as always, make sure you click that subscribe button, give us a like, follow us on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, leave a comment down below. We were also taking requests this week, so Drage has requested a massive shout out to West Norwood's number 2. So here's to you, Shane. Alright, so let's have a quick look at the league table. There you see we remain top. We are 6 points ahead of Bath Old Boys, who have moved into second with their win. We do have a game in hand, so the table currently looks very, very pretty to us. Don't switch this off just yet. Stay tuned. We'll catch a word with Ryan, the West Norwood manager. We'll also speak to Badger, of course. We'll speak to Dan, the goal scorer. And we'll also be speaking to Aiden and asking him what he thinks and if he thinks he was lucky to stay on the pitch and not receive a red card. Next week, we're away to Boston Rangers. I have no idea about them, but we're in London Cup action. And of course, we will try and bring you highlights of that game, weather permitting, of course. That's it from Abbey Rec for today. I will catch you guys at Kilkenny's with a few interviews. Hashtag up the cons.
Aiden, how's it going, lad?
I've got to stand like a naughty school kid, man.
You lucky to stay on the pitch today?
Very, very lucky. Ref told me, I knew it myself, to be fair. Very, very lucky.
Did you get head loss? What happened? Just a split moment, lost your head?
It wasn't even really head loss. Like, I went over to apologise to one of the players, and the other guy's coming at me, and I was just kind of like, I just wanted him to sort of move out of the way. But like, obviously, where I put my hand, his face was there.
So you should have been sent off?
Yeah, I should.
Oh, fair.
I'll own it, you know, take responsibility.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Apologise to the lads and that.
That aside, 2-1 win, good win in the end. How'd you find the game as a whole?
I quite enjoyed the game, to be fair. It was a decent battle. I thought, personally, I played all right. I thought we controlled the game as a team. It was decent. It was a decent performance. Just the finishing was poor, man. We had so many chances to put the game to bed, like ages before it got to that point. But we made it difficult for ourselves. But we live and we learn, man. Move on to the next week.
That's good. 2-1 win. We made hard work of it, but a win is a win. You must be buzzing.
I'm absolutely ecstatic today. The game actually lived up to the hype today, I must admit. There was a lot of handbags floating around. But to be fair, to win against my mates is, you don't understand the feeling that I've got right now. You can't wipe this smile off my face.
He's not even smiling, imagine. There he is.
Last minute goal by Dan as well. It was, the words can't explain it.
Have you been giving them stick yet on the group chat?
Oh, I will be giving him stick. Don't you worry about that one. I will be. It's already started with Shane, number 2 today.
No, number two, Drages, mate.
I've known him for so long, and I knew exactly how he was going to be like today. But fair play to them. You know, they came, they did their thing. We was unlucky not to be more in front, to be quite honest with you. But a win's a win. For me, the win means more to me than anything. Raybank's derby and all that. So, no, up the cons. We go again next week. London Cup.
Dan.
Yes.
Woo. Talk me through that. Just talk me through the game.
A lot of free kicks.
Very stop-start.
Stop-start. Very cynical fouls from both teams, I think. Very cynical. But
Lucky to end 11-11.
Kept going to the end and got the win.
You obviously, man in the spotlight, you scored the winning goal, free
Yeah.
kick. Did you mean to put it there or were you putting it in that area?
No, putting it there.
Oh.
Putting it there. But maybe 2 or 3 before that as well. One cleared off the line, made a good save on another one. So many free kicks around the outside of the box. So glad one of them went in there.
That's fair enough, fair enough. Better than the one I took anyway. Obviously, 17 goals? Or am I getting that wrong?
18 now, I think.
18 goals. What's your? I haven't asked you this yet. What's your end target for the season?
Really on. If I keep going at this rate, got to be 40.
40.
40 plus.
40 is your target.
Yeah.
So if you get 40, you buy me a drink. Cool, safe.
Okay. Deal.
Fair enough.
How did you think the game went today for your boys?
It was alright. I think bit of a scrappy performance, bit of a tough test like we was expecting. And I thought, yeah, if the game only went for 99 minutes, we'd come away with a point.
You could have had the winner late on as well.
Yeah, in the 98th, I think 8 minutes injury time was about right. I think 10 minutes was a little bit too much. But no, we weren't the best team on the pitch, and we deservedly give away the points.
Were we lucky to have 10 men on the pitch?
It's difficult, really, isn't it? That things happen. If the referee doesn't see something, he can't give it. Can't really have any complaints about that.
Talk me through your tactics coming into today's game, without giving too much away, obviously.
We didn't really have any.
No.
To be honest, we just said play how we play. We set up how we set up, and we know what we can do. We didn't really do it to the best of our abilities. But yeah.
In terms of for the rest of the season, what are your targets for this season? Because I know you guys got promoted.
I mean, as a manager, pre-season, start of the season, and even now, I told the boys there after the game that I would settle for winning the league and 2 cups.
Not asking for a lot, is he?
I'd settle for that. If we get more than that,
Happy days.
Happy days, he wants a treble. Badger. 3 points, hard but earned. Talk to me.
Look, we started we didn't start well. It's plain and simple. We didn't start well. I wouldn't say they did either. It was quite a scrappy midfield battle. Wouldn't think that our defence was troubled too much. We did get in front of their goal. Nothing really in the last moment to kind of push us over the line and get the goals. But in the end, team came together. There's a few moments of brilliance that has got us the win. And that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Shout out to West Norwood. They defended very well, to be fair. We did have chances to score, but they dealt with almost everything we gave them. Next week, London Cup game, 4th round, I believe. Massive game against opponents we know obviously nothing about. How you approach that game?
The only way I can approach it is by picking my strongest squad, because I don't know what's happening. And to be honest, every game I'm always going to try and pick my strongest squad. And to be honest, I think we need to start games in the first 10-15 minutes with a bit more urgency. Like I said, at the back we're usually fine. It's just going forward, it's just being clinical and it's being ruthless. It's having that ruthless mentality. You just shoot on sight if you have to, etc. We will be discussing it throughout the group in the coming days, but I think the best approach possible is to get out early and try and kill the game off as quick as possible.
Fair enough. Cool. Cheers, Badger.
Cheers.